Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rainbow Warriors have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Pease. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And
he's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
They'll try the run. Man through the contact. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on first down.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Smashes through the tackle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Jayhawks are on the move.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defender. Man, he's already got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Got the quick pass. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, better look out. There he goes. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. Powers forward. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to punch it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Got a tight game so far in this season opener. Big play coming up right here. It's 3rd and goal. Power ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rutgers stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Piscataway. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Mark Jayhawk. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. When you're handed a break with the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a way.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. They got to stop turning the football over.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Pressure coming. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Unloads quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Marshall. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Kansas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up field, and you saw that right there.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Davis looking to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that.
Big guy tries to barrel in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Tease. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll knock him down. He has 60 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Safe completion on the screen. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Gonna run it. It's King. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Working on the right. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Davis will throw. Uncorks one. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes. Almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. This time he's got his man. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Pulls and fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Hawaii. They take the lead with the 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
You know, teams practice two-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need two to make it a three-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Running to Green. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Quick completion to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Hawaii! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Coming out with it, it's Tease. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Second and 10, he'll throw again. This one's complete. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air, it's Marshall. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's first down from the 37-yard line. The option look. He'll pitch it. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Jayhawks are flying down the field. He'll keep it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Dead center perfect. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the third quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Quarterback moving. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The quick out. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative, staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
He'll bring it out. It's Keys. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Fires to the tight end. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
There he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that'll be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they'll take a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that